Welcome to another round of SDH's coverage of everything going on in USL League One. We will take you backward before we take you forward, keep you up to date on all the news and notes and everything that is currently going on inside USL League One. So let's take you backwards into what happened last week. And it was a couple of games in the midweek, busy weekend, and that gets us to where we are right now. In the midweek last week, Chattanooga put seven on the board in a 7-1 win against the Charlotte Independents, and the Independents actually scored the first goal of the match and would go on and surrender all the others. Chattanooga gets the big win by the score of 7-1. Northern Colorado continues their work at home in their maiden season in USL League One, knocking off Central Valley Fuego by the score of 4-1 as a plus 141 on the board. Also, Forward Madison had, and we talked about it last week, how their travel schedule was pretty brutal. Had a game in the midweek at Breeze Stevens against the Richmond Kickers, and the final score there was 2-1 for Forward Madison, knocking off Richmond as a plus 147. That gets us to the weekend. And on Saturday, 4 matches. Greenville at home. We mentioned Northern Colorado and their travel. Northern Colorado wins at Central Valley, has to pack up, go to Greenville, and be prepared for what was going on against the Greenville Triumph. So Greenville gets the 2-1 win at home as a minus 128. Union Omaha, coming off of their U.S. Open Cup, they were an underdog heading to Statesboro to take on South Georgia Tormenta. So Union Omaha, though, comes away with a 3-2 win as a plus 173. Then Chattanooga, after putting 7 on the board, has another home match against FC Tucson. FC Tucson turns it around, and they win it 2-1 as a plus 363. Central Valley Fuego out in Fresno knocked off North Carolina FC by the score of 3-2 after they played on the 22nd. And then Charlotte Independents put 6 on Forward Madison at home as Charlotte Independents won as a plus 104 by the score of 6-2. So just analyzing what happened when you look at the travel or lack thereof. Chattanooga gets 3 points with 2 matches at home. They get the 1 win, quick turnaround. FC Tucson gets the win. Northern Colorado, with their home game to start the week, gets the win. Have to travel to Greenville, gets the loss. Forward Madison, at home at Breeze Stevens, gets the win. Travels to Charlotte, and they lose. So it was all over the place for the home teams getting that first game on the board, the home points early, then having to travel and getting the second group of points, either 1 or 3. Did not happen in any of the cases for last week in a very busy 7-match week. So what we'll do is we will give you the match of the week, and that'll go to the biggest underdog on the board. FC Tucson is your plus 363, going to Chattanooga on the weekend on Saturday. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at USL League One, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
They are currently at the bottom of the table in 11th, but just 2 wins away from the top 6 in the league. Coach Perlman confident his side will start building. 4th-round draft pick in the Super Draft by the Columbus Crew back in 2019. In between, that's it. There goes. That will not count as the whistle blew. Offsides. You saw the arm of Aviles come up right away. The whistle followed. Tucson's done a nice job keeping the crowd a bit quiet. Good possession time, solid defense. Allen, good lead. There's the cross, hitting the deck, shot, and a score! FC Tucson, Louis Perez. To indeed score before the half. Great pass there. And then it's Matchell. Gets through to Louis. Can they find the equalizer? That ball served up nicely, headed in and just over the crossbar. So close, as that 2 minutes of stoppage almost produced goals for each team. Keeping him off his mark. Galindras coming off the hat trick on Wednesday. There's a shot and a score. What a blast. FC Tucson, and it is the young man, Fernando Garcia. In his first match, his coach, with this gorgeous goal, set up perfectly, and that blast, really no chance. Could be in contention for the man of the match for the Red Wolves, although they'd like to have somebody add to that by tallying a goal and see if they can get one. That cross put on, headed and a score. There it is. None other than Juan Galindras flying through the air. And they still have time. The deficit in half. What a ball in here by Mo. Set it up perfectly, and Galindras did not miss it. There's the cross. Looking for the equalizer as time ticks away. Whistle blows, and that is it. At the edge of the 18, Chattanooga, the Red Wolves will fall short.
So that gets us into the standings, and here's how things lay out heading into this particular week, where there are matches in the midweek and there are matches on the weekend. Greenville, now they've won 4 of 5, 12 matches in, 20 points. And Richmond Kickers had their 4-match unbeaten string snapped with their most recent match. They're at 18 points in second. And we talked about how it's going to be this way all season long. You have 5 teams now with 17 points. Chattanooga, 13 matches played, 23 goals scored. North Carolina, 11 matches played, 16 goals scored. Charlotte, 13 matches played, 5 wins, identical record to Chattanooga, but a goal difference of -8 as they snap their 4-game losing streak to get to 17 points. Central Valley Fuego at 4-5-3. They're at 17 points. They have 4 wins on the board, 17 points. They are in 6th. Forward Madison with their 4-game unbeaten string snapped with the big loss to Charlotte on the weekend. 4 wins, 18 goals scored, a goal difference of -4, 17 points. They're in 7th. Union Omaha, they have now won 3 of 4, and they're at 16 points. Tormence's 3-match unbeaten string is snapped with the loss in Statesboro. They're at 14 points. Northern Colorado, they've now lost 2 of 3. They're at 13. FC Tucson with their win, they got 4 points in their last 2. They are only 6 points out of a playoff spot right now. Like I said, we've got a lot of time to go here in the schedule, but 11 matches in, FC Tucson, 3-2-6, and 11 points. Getting into the next matches on the board, looking at the schedule and all the other news that is fit to print here in the midweek. On the 29th, Greenville as a -108 hosting North Carolina FC. Your 90-minute draw is a +219, and North Carolina is a +285. FC Tucson at 10 o'clock Eastern hosting the Richmond Kickers. They are a home dog. Richmond +124 on the road. Draws a +217, and FC Tucson is a +200. Looking at all the news that is going on currently in USL League One, as always, go to USLLeagueOne.com for all the information that you need when it comes to activities in the USL League One and League Championship. USL and Legends have entered a 10-year partnership, so that's big news coming out of the league office, where the long-term agreement is set to accelerate the USL's growth strategy, supporting aggressive business objectives. Legends is a leading global premium experiences company. Through their strategic data-first approach, Legends will bolster national sponsorship sales, provide actionable fan insights, and unlock innovative business solutions for the USL's unique suite of men's and women's properties, USL Championship, Super League, League One. Legends will also help USL clubs increase their local presence and business growth through stadium planning, development, and operations, ticket strategy, stadium naming rights and sales, merchandise technology, and digital solutions. So big news coming out of the USL there with this transformative agreement that they have with Legends over the next 10 years. So great news out of the USL corporate office down in Florida. Team of the week for Week 13, combined for 11 goals and 7 assists in a very high-scoring Week 13. Juan Galindrez from Chattanooga is your player of the week. Hat trick for Galindrez guided Chattanooga to their largest win in club history, added a 4th goal in their loss to FC Tucson. Red Wolves and the Hailstorm lead the way with 4 players each to Team of the Week. Both sides recorded a win and a loss. You have Paul Christensen for Greenville. He is in net, your back 4. Hailstorm's Breck Evans. Forward Madison's Eric Leonard. Timmy Mell from Red Wolves and Arthur Rogers from Hailstorm. Hailstorm's Marky Hernandez, Rafa Mensingen, and Ray Ortiz from Red Wolves. Union Omaha's J.P. Searcy. They are your midfield and your 2 forwards up top, Galindrez and Irvin Parra for North Carolina Hailstorm. So that is your team of the week for Week 13 in USL League One. Also on the board, looking at the goals, the Fans' Choice Goal of the Week for Week 13. We'll get it out sooner or later. You had 3 strikes on the board, and you have, as this is released Monday at noon, every single Monday at noon, Goal of the Week is released. You have until Thursday at noon to vote on it. Maxie Schenfeld for Central Valley against North Carolina FC, Ray Ortiz for Chattanooga against Charlotte Independence, and Rafa Mensingen for Chattanooga up against Charlotte Independence. So Schenfeld, Ray Ortiz, Rafa Mensingen, Ortiz and Mensingen had 2 of the goals for Chattanooga in their 7-1 win over Charlotte. So once again, submit your vote, Schenfeld, Ortiz, or Mensingen by noon Thursday Eastern Time. So that's what you're looking for when it comes to Goal of the Week in USL League One for week number 13. Really quickly, when it comes to other action and other things to remember, Union Omaha had a fantastic run in U.S. Open Cup, came to a loss in the quarterfinals in Kansas City. Kansas City, a dominant win there at the match against Union Omaha. So great run by Union Omaha and Jay Mims. Well done by them, making their way into the quarterfinals for the U.S. Open Cup, the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup here in 2022. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter also at USL League One to keep an eye on everything going on in the league. And we mentioned the 2 matches in the midweek, so we'll get you into the matches on the weekend. Thursday night, you actually finish the month of June at Jackson Stadium. Chattanooga's turn to travel all the way across the country into the Mountain Time Zone as they take on the Northern Colorado Hailstorm. That one is at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Friday night football at Warner Park in Papio, Nebraska. Union Omaha hosting Charlotte Independence. Saturday, you've got 2 matches there. 7 o'clock at City Stadium in Richmond, North Carolina FC. After traveling early, they have to travel back to take on Richmond. 10:30 at Fresno State Soccer Stadium. Central Valley Fuego taking on South Georgia Tormenta. Sunday, July the 3rd, as we get you ready for the July 4th holiday at Keno North, FC Tucson, and Greenville Triumph. So the Eastern teams are traveling west this week. You've got matches sprinkled all the way out through the week for your USL League One activity as we end the month of June and we head into the month of July. So thanks for hanging out with us for all the information here at SDH as we take you through what's going on in USL League One. As always, if you are in market and you can catch a USL League One match, please do, because it is quality competition here in the U.S. when it comes to the growth of USL League One. If you are in market and you cannot catch the match, always follow through with your local providers. If you're out of market and want to watch the match or pay attention to the matches, go to ESPN Plus. All the matches for USL League One are on the ESPN Plus network, so you can catch everything going on in USL League One over at ESPN Plus if you're out of market and can't be there in person. For everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Play safe, everybody. Enjoy the games of USL League One.
There can be only one